Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King, and today I'm going to be giving you part 10 of What If Naruto Was Given a Solo Sensei. Remember to get this one to 100 like as usual, share this to all of your friends in your social media platform, and also guys, go ahead and check out the brand new episode over on Anime King 3 of What If Naruto Was Created by the Otsutsuki clan, and enjoy that guys. And over Anime King 2, I post a brand new episode of What If Naruto returned different with a yin and yang bloodline release. And enjoy that guys. And also, remember for anyone this is the first time hearing my voice, yes, I did have 3 channels, Anime King, Anime King 2, Anime King 3, which I post What If on every single day for you guys to enjoy. Yes, you heard that correctly, every single day. So go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your help and your support. Remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new, I'll be replying talking about to all of you. So yeah guys, without further ado, we're just to begin this new episode. Let's get right into this guys. So the last spot we left off, it was time as Anko and Naruto were getting married. As all of their closest friends were there, as they were all there to watch, the marriage happened. As Naruto was a bit nervous, looking over himself at least 1,000 times, but Roshi told him that he was gonna be fine. So he finally stepped out. As Tsunade asked him if he was ready. Well, as ready as he will ever be. It was then that he saw her. She was stunning. Gorgeous, amazing. As Anko walked towards him, the smile on his face did not leave one bit as he watched her. Coming towards him, she was smiling rather happily. As they got married that day, it was beyond wonderful. But while that was going on, Ino was in a rather peculiar situation with Orochimaru, as he had took her and reshaped her mind entirely with the seal that he placed on her. Ino consciousness was locked away. Her being a Yamanaka, she was used to having her consciousness spread out, but now it was locked away. But Orochimaru used that to his advantage as he turned her into a complete different person, as Kabuto was there to witness it all. She had become like a puppet, and he called her Wrath. Yes, that is the name that he called her. She was his wrath to use. As she did not object, she did not speak against him, she just did as she was told. So with that, Orochimaru sent her out to gather many things, such as bloodline from other lost clans, the steel release and all that. Jiraiya had run into her, as he was rather shocked. As he was out here searching, but the hunt, it led him right to her, as she had killed a man, and taking his blood she left the child because her mission was not to kill the child. Kabuto appeared. Kabuto ordered her to attack Jiraiya, but she would not listen. Instead, she melted away in the ground, vanishing. Jiraiya cursed as Kabuto vanished as well. He had to report this back in. This was bad. Of all people, Orochimaru was the one. Damn it. Meanwhile that was going on, Roshi, he felt a strange pull towards the land of whirlpools. So after getting the okay from Tsunade, Roshi and Karen made their way, as Itachi and Karen was a backup as they made their way there. On the way, Itachi was able to speak to the five tails inside of him as they spoke. As they realized that the Senpai, he was there. Son Goku was able to talk to him. As they were able to calm the five tails, it turns out that he was under an illusion, as they had sing a strange melody to calm him. He did not attack Konoha of his free will. Someone had sent him and Han there to attack the village. So with that, Itachi got to speak morally with the five tails, who saw his feelings for Karen, but Itachi would not say anything about them. But the five tails could see that she liked him as well, but the two of them were just in denial. Roshi found the history of the Uzumaki clan, the scrolls that contained so many sealing techniques, the whole entire history. Karen found that strange blade that she didn't understand what exactly it was. It was rather long, as it was some awkward moments between her and Itachi, but the two of them skipped past that. While that was going on, Teiwaya was sent. It was a diplomatic talk between Land of Wave and the Uza. Well, the family member of Uza already. As the Land of Wave agreed, but Orochimaru had sent Wrath to go and kill Teiwaya and bring her blood back to him, as the girl was able to unlock the chakra chains. When she met her though, Ino started to fight with Wrath in her head, as she had learned to know her, as Ino was in a protective spear by Orochimaru, who trapped her conscience away. Ino was able to forcefully break through so she wouldn't kill Teiwaya, as Teiwaya took her, and she had to get her back to Konoha, but this was a trick. Orochimaru placed a dead man seal inside the seal. If it was to be removed by Jiraiya or Naruto, it would explode, killing him in the process. As he had planned all of this, if she died and if she came back, both responses would be good for him. So yeah guys, basically that's what I thought. If you guys can switch across the place, check it out for yourself. So what do you say we begin this new episode? Let's get right into it guys. Naruto was running through the streets of Konoha at breakneck speeds, as Teiwaya had returned and brought a seal, Ino with her. She had the cursed seal. He cursed Orochimaru's name once again the moment he landed, Naruto, as he turned, to see Jiraiya rushing towards him. Jiraiya, perfect, I could use a hand. I know, I was summoned as well. Let's see what we have to deal with. They rushed in the hospital. Ino was in room 303, as they rushed towards that room. Inside the room, Teiwaya had outright refused to leave the room for any reason. A few had tried to make her leave, but her chakra chains told them no. The door opened up as she turned. Naruto, Jiraiya, thank Kami, she said as the two walked in. As Teiwaya instantly rushed up towards Naruto and hugged him. As Naruto hugged her back, he didn't hesitate for a second, let her know that he was here for her. Shit, the voice of Jiraiya said. What is it? Said Naruto. We got a dead seal here. Damn it, said Naruto. As Naruto released Teiwaya and moved towards Ino. How fast is it deteriorating, he asked. Slow. As long as we don't tamper with it, she has 6 months. Damn it, said Naruto. What's wrong, said Teiwaya. The death seal is as it sounds. It killed the person it is placed on. Once it deteriorates, removing the mark, the person dies instantly. It gets worse, said Jiraiya. What's worse, said Naruto. Backlash, Jiraiya said. Damn it, Naruto cursed! What's the backlash? Said Teiwaya. If we try to remove the death seal, it will backlash and kill the one that's trying to take it off. So what do we do? Said Teiwaya. Well, first off, we need to start working on the counter seals. But neither the death or the backlash seals has any counters, said Naruto. Those seals are the ultimate weapon of the Uzumaki clan. I wonder how this bastard got his hands on them. Kushina, said Jiraiya. What about my mom? Said Naruto. She knew them. She had them written down in her notes. Those notes went missing when Orochimaru fled. Looks like we finally know where they went. So that bastard stole my family secrets and now he's using it against me, said Naruto. As he looked towards Ino. I'm saying this right now. You're not taking this seal off her, said Jiraiya. So what? Are you gonna do it? Said Naruto. Better me than you, said Jiraiya. Neither of you will. Ino's eyes opened up. Ino, said Teiwaya. Teiwaya-chan, said Ino. No. I don't want someone to die for me, said Ino. I don't want to lose you, said Teiwaya, tears gathering in her eyes. Ino weakly pushed herself up. We have a little while longer, she said. Ino, you need to rest, said Jiraiya. No. I'll rest plenty in a few months. But right now I want to spend the last of my days with the people I love, she said. Can't she just leave, Naruto asked. Technically yes, she's not physically hurt. She will probably have to spend the night, but other than that, she can be released in the morning. They turned to see Tsunade at the doorway, along with Hidan. Tsunade stepped inside. Are you sure about this, Ino? She said. Positive. I don't want someone throwing your life away from me, Ino said. Very well. I can't force you to have the mark removed, Tsunade said. Ino, I swear. I'm gonna find a way to save you, said Naruto. He left as he started research instantly. He's gonna lock himself away for months, Ino said, shaking her head. Stay the night. And if you're okay, I'll let you go in the morning. Sarutobi Sensei, said Jiraiya. It's her choice, Jiraiya, Hidan said, as he knew that he was going to try and talk him into talking her out of it. Now let her rest, as he got everyone but Teiwai to leave. 2 days later, as Naruto entered the office to see Roshi carrying Itachi and an unknown woman waiting for them. Oh, it looked like it failed a bit, the woman said, looking towards Naruto. What failed? Said Naruto. Kurama sacrificed, the woman said, as she looked at Naruto's ears and tail. How did you know about that? Said Naruto. Oh, I guess I should introduce myself. I am Nami. Or you might know me as the Three-Tailed Turtle. As Naruto was shocked. Wait, you're the Three-Tails? Not the Jinchuriki? I self-seal myself, said Nami. Oh, okay, said Naruto. What do you mean by fail though? Had Kurama done the relinquish right, you wouldn't have gotten the ears and whatnot. Well, either way, I'm alive, said Naruto. Of course. That is all that matters, said Nami, as she then jabbed Naruto in the chest. Ow! What the hell, he said, as he realized he was bleeding. Nami, said Roshi, wonder what the hell did she do? I'm just seeing how strong your skin is now. Most kunais would not even penetrate your skin. You wouldn't even get harmed in a battle unless you're fighting someone freakishly strong. As she looked towards her hand, where she had gathered a lot of chocolate there. As she then turned back to Tsunade. Well, other than stabbing Naruto, I don't see any reason not to offer your home here, said Tsunade. Thank you, said Nami, with a soft smile. Oh, Naruto, this is yours now, said Roshi, as he pulled the scroll off his back. What is this? Said Naruto. The lost Uzumaki scroll, Roshi said. Naruto's eyes went wide. I gotta go, he said. This might have what I need. He flashed away. Need for what? Karen asked. Teiwai returned with Ino not too long ago. She's been marked with a death seal. Roshi clenched his fists after Tsunade explained. How in common name did that sneak bastard get his hand on Uzumaki's sealing? Our best guess is he stole it from Kushina a long time ago. Hiruzen said, from his spot in the culture he has been the entire time. The death seal is our most powerful seal. Removing it is quite easy, but it is always fatal. That is why Naruto is trying to find a safe way to remove it without getting killed. She also possesses a backlash seal, said Tsunade. Damn it, said Roshi. Ino doesn't want anyone to sacrifice himself to save her, said Hiruzen. With those seals combined, I fear there is nothing that can be done, said Roshi. If anyone can save her, it will be Naruto, Karen said. Alright, enough talk. Head home, I need to finish up some paperwork, said Tsunade, as they nodded. A few days later, Karen felt herself pressed against a wall. She bit her lips, looking up at the one that pressed her against the wall. As she couldn't believe it, his lips came down like he was testing the water as it brushed against hers. That was all that he needed before their lips fully connected, as she couldn't help it. As she gave in to the kiss, she could feel his tongue ask for entrance, which she gave in. Just as fast as it happened, it came to a stop. He pulled back, shaking his head. Why? She said. I shouldn't, said Itachi. As he stepped away, his dark eyes were betraying what he was saying. She could see that he wanted nothing more than this. But I want it, she said, as she grabbed his arm. My line has hurt you, he said. You promised to protect me, she said. And I will. I won't hurt you, he said, trying to step away. If you leave after that, you'll be hurting me more than you ever could, she said to him. As she leaned into his chest, Itachi looked down towards her. How had this happened? They were just working on her swordsmanship, and he just found himself unable to resist anymore. Itachi, I know you feel it too. I want you, she said, as she bit her lip. We shouldn't, Itachi said. Shouldn't, but we both want to, Karen said. Screw it, said Itachi, surprising Karen. He doesn't usually talk like that. She felt his arms reach down as he lifted her up. As their lips matched together, she wrapped her legs around him as they started to kiss once again. There was a loud bang as the both of them jumped away startled. As they realized that, the sound came from the house, as it was from Naruto, who was rather frustrated about something. Well, it seems he wasn't getting anywhere with the seal. As Itachi watched as she stepped back into his arms. Well, I guess you're my boyfriend now, not my guardian. If you will have me, Itachi said. Of course. I want you, she said. You idiot. As she buried her face in his chest, as he held on to her. Time skip. As Naruto was woken up by Anko. As he saw the look on her face. It's time, she said. It's time, said Naruto. As she nodded. Naruto didn't waste any time. At the hospital. By the time that Naruto reached the hospital with Anko, Tsunade, Shizune, and Sakura already. As it was indeed time. As Naruto was gonna be a father. Time skip. 23 hours, 17 minutes and 45 seconds later. Anko was exhausted. Beyond exhausted. For nearly a full day she was in labor. It has been mostly boring, just lying and dealing with the contraptions. It wasn't until about 19 hours that she had to start pushing. But in the end, it was all worth it because in her arms was the joy of her life. She's perfect, said Naruto as he kissed Anko in the forehead. And she's perfectly healthy. 6.5 pounds, 18 inches. My little Hitomi, Anko said as she cradled the sleeping baby. As Naruto couldn't hide his smile even if he wanted to. I'm pretty sure the rest of the family would love to see her. But I can tell them that you guys need some rest. If you want to wait first. Just give us a bit, Naruto said. No problem, said Tsunade. As she left the room. She is perfect, isn't she, Naruto? Anko said. Perfect doesn't sum it up, said Naruto. You're right, she said. After some time, a soft knock came. They decided they would not come in as a group, just one by one. As Karen was the first one to come. She looked at the beautiful baby girl. Can I hold her? Of course you can, said Uncle. As Karen cheered in joy. And she reined it in rather quickly. She's so cute, said Karen, as she held on to the sleeping baby. She was just so beautiful. As she looked towards the happy couple. Itachi had came in as well. As he looked towards the beautiful baby in her arms. The sight was rather wonderful. After they left, Ino and Teiwai came in. Would you like to hold her? Said Naruto. Of course, said Ino, as she took the baby in her arms. As Teiwai stood there. Are you okay, Teiwai? Naruto asked. Yeah, I'm fine, she said. Here, said Ino as she let her hold the baby. She started to panic a bit. But she gently took the girl. It's fine, Teiwai, Uncle said. As Teiwai seemed nervous. As she took it like she was holding on to the most delicate thing in the world. As they stood there, analyzing the beautiful baby for a while until Roshi came in, along with Shizune. The new little member of their family. She was perfect. The next day, Sarutobi compound. Ino and Teiwai was not sure why they were summoned to see the former Hokage, but it was not something that they would just turn down. As they were brought to see Hidan was in his office, he smiled as they entered. Tea? He asked. Sure, said Ino, as Teiwai nodded. Now, the reason I call you here, he said after they got their tea, as he pulled a folder and handed to Ino. Ino read through it. Oh, Kami, she said. What is it? Cancer. A lot of it. Who is this? Ino asked. Mine, said Hidan. Kami. Hokage-sama. As Ino looked towards him with shock. Now that you've seen that, I hope you can hear out what I want to do. She nodded slowly. Now as you can see, I don't have much time left. And I would like to go on a high note, if you're willing. I want to remove your seal. Ino was about to say something but he cut her off. I am already a dead man, he said. At least, let me save one more person before I go. I have already told my whole clan. And most of them has agreed, he said. I don't know what to say, said Ino. You don't need to say anything. Just let me perform this final act as a servitude to the village, saving one of its young, brilliant kunoichis. Ino had tears in her eyes as she broke down and hugged the man. As he patted her on the back. It's quite alright, he said. You guys are the future for the village. And the future must not be taken away. Teiwai started to cry as she hugged the man as well. Thank you. Thank you, she said. You're both welcome, he said, with a proud grandfatherly smile towards them. The next morning, the entire Uzumaki clan sat and watched as Ino got her seal removed by Hirzan. After Naruto and Jiraiya looked over the work to make sure he got it right, he didn't waste any time as he went through hand sign. A bright light went off. As the death and backlash seals went off, once the light went down, Ino was panting heavily but still alive. Hirzan, on the other hand, he was still behind her. His eyes were closed though. There was a happy smile on his face. He had died, doing the one thing that he truly lived for, protecting the next generation. As he died with a smile on his face. Time skip. Naruto sat at his desk as he was scribbling something down. Naruto. Teiwaya, he said. What can I do for you? She closed the door as she activated the silencing seals. I wanted to ask you something. What is it? He asked. I was wondering if you knew a way to help me and Ino have a baby, she said. I guess with your tone and actions, you don't mean adopting or having a donor, said Naruto. Hell no. I want it to be our child. I'm not gonna let any dude do that. Not Ino and some dudes, or mine and some dudes. I want it to be mine and hers. Interesting. Let me see, said Naruto, as he grabbed the Uzumaki scroll as he started to look through it. I think someone in our clan was trying to create a way to do that, but they never finished. Here it is. A reproduction seal. What does it do? She asks. Look like it will allow you and Ino to have a baby of your own, but it was still in the idea phase. I'll look into it some more. You should ask Nelly, she might have some ideas as well. Okay, thanks for the help. Sorry I didn't have the solution, said Naruto. It's okay, she said, as she left with a smile. Meanwhile, Uncle sat in a rocking chair as she swayed, as she fed Hitomi. As she looked up to see Karen watching from the doorway, a smile on her face. Hey, she said, getting her attention. Sorry, I didn't mean to watch, Karen said. Don't worry about it. So, how are things with Itachi? Uncle asked with a smile. Wait, what a... As she cut her off. I can see it on your face and in your eyes. The both of your eyes. You two are head over heels for each other. Is it that obvious? To me, yes. To Naruto, not even close, as Uncle chuckled lightly. As she placed Hitomi into her crib. Come on, let's have a chat, she said. Meanwhile with Ino, as she was in front of the grave of the great third Hokage, the man that had sacrificed his life to prevent her death, as she wiped a tear away. You know, I don't think he would like you mourning this much. A voice said behind her as she turned. Asuma Sensei, she said. Ino, it's okay to mourn him, especially after what he did for you. But it's been weeks. You need to find back that will of fire, he said. After all, he wanted you to take this sacrifice and move on with your life and be happy. As the determination started to fade back in her eyes, making Asuma smile. Asuma Sensei was right, she thought. A few days later, Naruto shot up from his bed hearing a sound. His ears twitched, trying to see if he can hear the sound again. It sounded like a scream, but it was heavily muffled. He threw on his pants as he made his way, hunting down the screams. Then he heard one word. Stop. Which sprung him to action. He knew that voice. Karen. As Naruto kicked the door open, his eyes went wide to what he saw. Itachi and Karen were naked, as the day they born. The two froze seeing the door get kicked in. As Karen's eyes shot wide open, she screamed as she rushed out of the bed and rushed into the bathroom. Oh, come in my eyes, said Naruto, as he spun around wishing that he hadn't seen what he just saw. I feel like I should say this isn't what it looked like, but it is exactly what it looked like, Itachi said, as he placed the pillow in front of him. Why didn't you use a silencing seal, said Naruto, as he covered his eyes. We did, said Karen, her voice squeaking up from the bathroom. Then why did I hear you, said Naruto. I assume that would be your stronger, human level of hearing, Itachi said. What's going on, said Uncle as she came downstairs. Oh, nothing, don't worry about it, said Naruto. Oh, Kami. Uncle said she looked in her room. A fully dressed Karen stepped out. Why did you kick in my door? I heard voices, and then I heard the word stop, so I investigated. Listen more next time, I was saying, don't stop. As she covered her mouth, her face turning red in embarrassment. Well, sorry I mistook what I heard, said Naruto as he was unable to look in the room. Well, I guess let everyone know that me and Itachi are together now, said Karen as Itachi stepped out. He was fully clothed. You probably should have told Naruto that before you guys played 20 toes, Uncle said with a laugh. Hey, it kind of just happened. We were kissing and it just escalated. As a grumbling Naruto walked away, I need some bleach for my brain. A week later, his daughter was in his chest fast asleep. He loved to watch his little one sleep, as he had a smile on his face. As his eyes drifted upwards to see Itachi stepping into the room. Finally want to talk, huh? Said Naruto. I know I should have come right away, Itachi said, as he took a seat. Honestly, I don't mind that much, said Naruto. If you two are happy, that's enough for me. Just be good to her, she deserves it. I would end myself before I willingly hurt her. You really love her, don't you? Said Naruto. I do. I had given up on love when I became sick. Know that I'm not, a whole world is open to me. A world that I plan to share with Karen. Well, it works for me, said Naruto. Also, be safe. If he would have been looking up, he'd have saw Itachi's face, blushed completely red. We will be, he said. Time skipped. Teowei was happy. At the moment they had no solution for what she wanted, but Snazzy just need a couple of weeks to speak with Naruto about a few things to try if they could come to some medical sealing work that could probably help her. While that was going on at the Hidden Sound, Orochimaru was beyond frustrated. Instead of killing Naruto or Jiraiya, the damn seal took the life of a dying old man. Every time he laid a plan or something, some damn Konoha shinobi or Naruto mostly would come in and just screw it up. The man was furious. He was raging all over the place. He was angry. All of his plans just poured down the drain like that. He was pissed off at everything around him, everything and everyone. I need to kill this brat, he said. Orochimaru-sama, I have some bad news. What kind of bad news? As a man stepped in the room. Kabuto is dead. Wait, what? He was on his way back from trying to kidnap the Seven Tails when he ran into a man that 3 blade sight with silver hair. He said the man was cut short as Orochimaru sliced his head off. His mood had gone from bad to worse. First his plan to hurt Konoha failed, and now Kabuto was killed by Hidan. What in the name of Kami was Hidan doing near Taki? It doesn't make sense. Had he left the Akatsuki? Or was he hunting the Seven Tails? With a grumble, Orochimaru stood as he got the sword off the wall. It was time to take matters into his hands first. He would sneak into Konoha and kill the Uzumakis. Kidnap this new Uzumaki baby and make her his newest underling. Then he will hunt down Hidan and then kill him, or at least permanently incapacitate him for killing Kabuto. As he saw nothing wrong with his logic. 3 days later, Naruto shot out of bed as a seal went off. As Uncle woke up as well, Uncle rushed towards Hitomi's side. Protect Hitomi, I'll check it out, said Naruto, as he got dressed. He made his way outside. Someone had set off the perimeter seal. He knew that this was a trap. Only one seal had been tripped off. So it was obviously on purpose. As the man that Naruto wanted to kill the most stood here. Orochimaru, he said. Naruto Uzumaki. I had enough of you being a thorn in my side. Bullshit. You wouldn't be here if I was just a thorn, said Naruto. Orochimaru shot forward as Naruto dodged and moved with a grace and speed that surprised Orochimaru as he sliced his arm. And the blade that he used, Orochimaru snarled in anger as he saw his former blade. You attacked me in my own home. Big mistake, said Naruto. As Orochimaru found himself surrounded, Roshi, Shizune, Itachi, Karen, Teowei, Ino, as she clenched her fist seeing the snake bastard. Hello, Orochimaru, the voice of Itachi said, as Orochimaru turned, the eyes casting him into the world of the Tsukiyomi. Orochimaru blinked to see Itachi in front of him, but what truly struck fear in his heart was the massive 5-tailed beast that stood behind Itachi. This should be a learning experience, Itachi said, as he materialized A table of instruments. What are you talking about? How could this be an experience? Itachi had mastered jutsu a long time ago. What new could there be to learn? Simple, usually. I can only use this for a few moments, which transfer to 3 days here. But now, he's back up with my chakra, the five-tailed said with a chuckle. So let us see how long I can make this last. I will survive either way, Orochimaru said. Sure you will, but not until you spill every secret that twisted head of yours is hiding, Itachi said, as he picked up a rather small knife. I say take a bone out of his finger first, the five-tailed said. Good idea, said Itachi. Back in the living world, as Orochimaru screamed in pain. After a while, well, that took longer than I thought, Itachi said, as he deactivated his eyes. What took longer, said Naruto. Getting all of his secrets. He had a lot of them. He turned towards Ino. Would you care for the honor? You mean, as Itachi kicked Orochimaru as he nodded. He's too mentally exhausted to be a threat. Ino took a step forward as she focused on her bones. While Wrath had perfect control over the bone release, Ino had to focus just to create a single weapon. As she placed her finger to his forehead, a loud pop could be heard as the back of his head exploded. What did you do? Itachi asked. I shot the first digit out of my finger and caused it to explode while it moved. Huh. And I thought my Yaiba was bad, said Naruto. Are you sure it's him? It just doesn't seem like him to try and take someone out in a village by himself, said Teiwa. He knew the location of all his own bases and he had detailed information on the Akatsuki. I doubt a body double would know that. Itachi rubbed his eyes. Are you okay? Karen asked. Even with Tail Beast's healing, it still hurts to use that ability for too long, Itachi said. As Naruto glanced down towards the damn dead snake, finally he was gone. Time skip. A figure landed with a wicked smirk on his face, a three-pronged sight in his hand. It's time to kill again. Hidan was happy. He's finally lost that damn hindrance cloak. As he saw his first victim at Konoha Park, Orochi and Shizune were lying under a tree as they were enjoying this stunningly beautiful day. Orochi has never loved someone like this before as he looked down, as he was holding her, as she leaned against his chest. She was just amazing. Meanwhile, with Ino and Teiwa, Ino smiled at her father. He didn't agree with her choices, but it truly warmed her to see that he was trying for her. His love for her could break his walls of hate. How have you been, He paused. Ino, he said. He knew that neither of them would like him calling Ino his princess right away. I'm doing okay. Getting used to the messed up changes that snake bastard did to me, she said. Let's not bring that damn bastard into this day. She's right. So let us go to our picnic, he said, as it was time for them to talk and try to fix things between them. Meanwhile, back where Orochi was with Shizune, Orochi opened his eyes as he had fallen asleep, as he saw Shizune hold on to a small box. He pat his pocket, damn it. It must have fallen out while he was sleeping. Is this what I think it is? Well, this isn't exactly how I planned it, but he took the box from her. A flawless, golden, bang, with a ruby jewel on top of it. Shizune, I love you. And I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Will you marry me? He asked. Shizune had tears in her eyes. Of course, she said, as she leaned over and kissed him. I'll marry you, she said, as he slipped it on her finger. The both of them hugged as they kissed once again, as Shizune couldn't believe it. Meanwhile that was going on, Hayashi just finished his report of the month, as Naruto wasn't sure if it was just him, or if everyone noticed that the Hyuga clan have been declining over the past few months. It was meager to say at least, but the loss was a loss of profit. They were entering a time of peace, and their clan was a war clan. Wartime, as the weapon forges were not really running that much. The door quickly opened. What is the meaning of this? Said Tsunade. Hokage-sama, the caravan from Kire, was attacked. Everyone was slaughtered and some kind of demonic ritual was done to them, the envoy said. Damn it. So he's coming here, Tsunade said. Who's coming here? Hayashi asked. Itachi told me about him. His name is Hidan. He's a member of the Akatsuki he is described. as a psychotic sociopath who worshipped a god called Jashin. While never working with him, Itachi stated that, from what he's seen, he was the most bloodthirstiest man he's ever seen before. If he's heading this way, we need to stop him, said Naruto. Naruto's eyes widened in shock. What's wrong? Teiwa, Ino, Inoichi. They're outside the village today, said Naruto. This meeting is over, said Tsunade. We have to stop this bastard. Orochi and Shizune were unable to tell their big news. Something was wrong, as they fall in line rather quickly, with Ino, Teiwa, and Inoichi. Ino smiled. She watched her father and Teiwa bond a bit over a game of Go. She was surprised to see how deep in thought Teiwa could get. It was a good game, but they were cut off. The three of them move as a three-pronged sight slam into the ground where Teiwa was sitting. Who the hell are you? She said. The one that's gonna kill you, Hidan said as he charged right towards Teiwa. She cursed as she pulled out her chains as they clashed with Hidan's sight. To kill a shinobi again, Hidan says, as he slammed into the chains again and again. He jumped back, dodging a bone and a kunai. 3-on-1, you dumbass. Yeah, you're right. You're gonna need more, Hidan said, with a mad cackle. The look on his face was one of pure pleasure, like he really wanted to just hack them to pieces. Inoichi could tell that this guy was off. Something was really bad about him. But they have to stop him, because this guy was planning on killing them all. As Hidan suddenly picked up speed, he slammed right into Ino. She was thrown into a tree, her head hitting it first, and she was knocked out. Teiwa shot her chains forward, but he was fast as he leaped. He rushed towards her and swing. Lucky enough, her chains came around and blocked the sight from tearing her in two as she jumped back. You two are weak, Hidan said as he plucked the kunai out of him. How? Inoichi said. That kunai hit your heart. I can't die, Hidan said with a smirk. Inoichi tried to leap back, but he had no time. Hidan sliced into his arm as he got some of his blood on his sight. But the sight had sliced his tendon in his arm as his arm dropped to his side. Damn it, he can't use his mind technique now. Now let's see here, said Hidan as he stabbed himself, pouring blood on the ground as he started to draw a strange symbol. His body turned black with white markings. Teiwa landed next to Inoichi with a confused look on her face. What the hell is that? Ino got back up. Dad, your arm, she said. He licked my blood. Blood must be some kind of catalyst for that jutsu, Inoichi said as he watched Hidan. Smart man. Too bad you're so screwed now. Hidan dried the pike in his leg. Teiwa was about to say something until Inoichi cried out, as his leg started to bleed right where Hidan stabbed his own leg, confusing them. So that's what his jutsu does. Inoichi said as he held his leg. Hidan purposely stabbed the artery and it was bleeding rather heavily. Dad, said Ino as she started to panic. His jutsu transferred the pain that he inflicted on himself to the person of the blood that he drank. Princess, as he looked up towards his daughter, know that I'm sorry for everything I've done wrong. I'll always love you, he said. Teiwa's eyes went wide as she realized what Hidan was about to do. She shot for their chains. Teiwa knows, said Ino. I got this, she said back, as she knocked him out of the circle. Maybe if she knocked him out, as she started to bash in his face with her fists. That's it, Ino said as her father was not getting hurt. The circle. Don't let him get back in the circle. But the moment she turned her gaze back towards Teiwa was sent sailing as she knocked right into Ino. Nice try, you bitch, said Hidan as he hopped back up. His face was a mess as he returned back to the circle. No, Ino screamed as she tried to get up, but Teiwa had been hit to the head and she was out cold. Dad, she screamed as Hidan brought the pike up to his chest. Goodbye, princess, said Inoichi. The spike tore into Hidan's chest, piercing his heart. Inoichi coughed up blood as he collapsed face first. Dad, Ino yelled. The scream was enough to wake Teiwa up as she grabbed her head in pain, as she blinked several times as she saw the body of Inoichi. I'll kill you, said Ino, as bones formed out of her skin. It created a protective armor around her, leaving no skin to be seen. What the hell, Hidan said, with wide eyes. Die, Ino said as she shot forward a spike of bone in each hand. Hidan smirked, Bring it on, he says. He brought his sight down towards her bone armor, as he knew that his sight would slice through whatever that white armor was. Shut up and die, she yelled. His laugh died down instantly as his sight. The three blades shatter against the armor. What? She grabbed onto him as bones erupted from her chest and tore through his back as it teared through his chest as well. He cried out, but she didn't stop. She created 2 more spikes and drive them through his throat, as she forced the spikes in his chest to bend, tearing his chest outwards. Damn it, Hidan screamed as his arms were torn off in the most painful way. Moments later, his head fell off. Ino didn't stop though. She kept on driving spikes all over, into his head, into the remains of his body. She just kept on driving them down, one after another. With his brain liquefied and his body all but destroyed, Hidan was out for the count. Ino! Ino finally managed to calm down as she heard her voice. She slowly took several deep breaths. As she turned her head, the armor started to recede as her eyes were filled with tears. Teiwaya, she said. Dad, as she rushed towards his body. She dropped to her knees. He was gone. She took her father in her arms, as she cried out heartbroken. Ino, Teiwaya, as someone landed in the field. Naruto, said Teiwaya as she saw him. Teiwaya wept, as Naruto paused when he saw the scene. This freak attacked us. He killed Inuichi, said Teiwaya. I'm sorry, I didn't get here in time, said Naruto. It's not your fault, said Teiwaya. If I was stronger, as she gritted her teeth, tears in her eyes, she could have protected someone important to Ino. Let's get you guys home, said Naruto, as he stepped towards the body. No, I'll carry him, said Ino, as she placed her father on her back. Alright, you guys go ahead. I'll clean up, said Naruto. As the 2 girls made their way off, Teiwaya helping Ino. Bastard, as Naruto glanced around. Hey, down here. As Naruto saw the head. How are you alive, said Naruto. I've said it countless times. I can't die, Hidan said. Good. I can't wait to see how much torture your head can go through. Fire style. Corpse flame jutsu, said Naruto, as he spat flames. The remainder of his body was burned into dust. You bastard, Hidan yelled, as Naruto pulled out a roll of bandages and wrapped up his mouth, silencing him. You don't get to talk unless I say so. As he moved towards Konoha, he had outpaced everyone. It would take them a while to get here. Time skip. Naruto was smiling as he watched his daughter play. It was hard to believe that she was 6 months old already. Time was just flying like a rocket. His daughter was very advanced for her age, as he said she was only 6 months old. He was snapping his thoughts when he heard someone call his name, as he turned to see Sakura inside. Oh hey, said Naruto. It's been a while. A while? It's been like a year since we saw each other, she said. That's a while, said Naruto, as Sakura sat down next to him. How's life? Said Sai. It's life, said Naruto. Uncle is teaching. Roshi and Shizune are engaged, and Karen and Itachi are pretty much attached by the hip. Ino's gone training crazy. Teiwaya has followed her, and he told me he's growing up too fast. Daddy! As everyone turned their head. She's already talking? Said Sakura in surprise. Yep, she's my little genius, said Naruto, as she crawled towards him. To Sakura's surprise, she actually got up, as the girl was already walking already. Her steps were chubby and clumsy, but she was still on her feet as Naruto called her and picked her up. So what have you been doing, Sakura asked, seeing that he did not mention himself. Oh, me? I've been doing the usual. Clan head meeting every month, trading reports, uncle, training, watching Hitomi, and all that jazz. Didn't need that Uncle One, said Sakura. She knew exactly what he was talking about. Why? It's not like you two don't do that, said Naruto. He then paused. How about we just don't go into that discussion, he said. Sounds good to me, said Sai. His head was turned the other way. We should get going. We got a mission in a little bit. Okay, don't be strangers. You can stop by any time, said Naruto. Okay, she said. Once they were gone, Naruto reached into his pocket. Meet us on the monument or else. He didn't know who slipped the paper in his pocket, but they were slippery enough to do this without him noticing, as he didn't like someone threatening him, especially in his own home, around his daughter. Meanwhile, Uzmak compound, as Uncle sat back and rubbed her brow. Her students were getting along well, with the art of poisoning, but they were unable to get to the advanced, more complex formulas. She was pulled out of her thinking when she heard, "Mom! Mom is coming," she said, as she got up and made her way. As she found her husband and Hitone. "Hey love," said Naruto, "you're home early." "Snazzy asked me to see her," Naruto lied. As Uncle focused on Naruto. "You're lying," she said, as she took her baby, as he told me fall asleep almost instantaneously. "Okay, fine. I got an unknown message to meet someone on the monument," he said. "At least take Itachi and Roshi with you," Uncle said, knowing that she couldn't stop Naruto. "I'll have Nola get Itachi," said Naruto, as he kissed her on the cheek, before he summoned Nola and told her get Itachi, as Naruto rolled his neck. It's been a while since he fought. As he grabbed his blade, it was just in case there was a threat, as Itachi appeared not too long later, ready for a battle. "What's the threat?" "Not sure yet," said Naruto, as he pulled out a note. "Konan," Itachi said. "Who?" "This is Konan's jutsu. She's a member of the Akatsuki," Itachi said. "Wonder if she broke free, like that little head in my office," said Naruto. "No, Hidan's a psychopath. Konan would not leave the leader's side." "Well, let's not keep her waiting," Nola imprinted herself into the arm as he took off. On top of the monument, the two appear in a flash. As Naruto stood there, Itachi at his side, Konan turned towards them. "Hello, Naruto," Itachi, she said. "What do you want?" Naruto asked, as another figure stepped from behind one of the trees, his strange purple eyes focusing on Naruto. As he thought it wise to introduce himself, his eyes were directly on Naruto. "I am Pain," he said. But guys, be and subscribe right here. If you want this next person, do like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification to stay posted. Remember, share to all of your friends in social media platform. But I'm all for now. And also guys, remember to stay tuned for the rest of what is coming your way. And I hope you guys enjoy each and every one of them. But as I said, I'm all for now. See you guys soon. Peace.